Put SketchUp at your fingertips with just a few shortcuts. Hey guys, here we are from Nice Tower for a new useful SketchUp tutorial. And before the start of the video, for supporting our channel, please like, sub and put the bell on to keep you notified for our upcoming tutorial. Here we are. Today our video is about shortcuts that we are going to introduce, and the shortcuts that are not a part of default shortcuts of SketchUp. And these shortcuts are custom made shortcuts which we created for easy doing the SketchUp. And today I'm going to introduce some of them to you. The first shortcut that I'm going to introduce is from a plugin that you should have that installed before using that, and that's the JHS PowerBar. From here, first you should find the tool that we are talking about. That's the drop at intersection. That's the tool that we're gonna use from this SketchUp plugin, and I will show you the job of this plugin tool. For example, we have these items, for example, moved a little bit higher. They are not on the surface under them, and we want them to land exactly where the surface is. And for doing this, we should use the move tool and block the axis and press it here, and sometimes it doesn't work well. You can see that it's not accurate and exact. For doing this, we have very simple thing, and for using this SketchUp plugin, and we only press on this drop intersection, and when we click on that, you can see that it exactly land on the table. You can see that it's pretty simple and easy. You can do this task again, and for this thing even again in here. And for using this easily and not going to the plugin and then click on the tool and then see the work, you can do it very easily. Actually, we created a shortcut for this, and we can do it so simple. We can click on multiple items in here, and we only use the Shift+F shortcut. We press Shift+F, and you can see all of them. They are on the table. And for example, if I move these box, or if they are like in here, and I want them to be on the shell, and for doing this, I only need to press Shift and F. You can see it lands exactly on the shelf. You can see how easy it is, and you can do it wherever you need that, and that's pretty simple. And this was our first shortcut that I introduced, and let's jump to the next shortcut. And the next shortcut that I talked about is this group shortcut. And before that, I'm going to show you how we use that without a shortcut. We select the parts of this chair, and we want to make this as a group. We right click and use the tool make group, and we press on that. And you can see that it is made as a group with just clicking there, but it takes time. And for using this so fast, and so you shouldn't have to go all the way, right click on the tool, and then you could have it just simply you press the letter G or the key G, and you can have it just pretty simple, for example. And we have also another shortcut that I want to tell you right now, because in here we really need that, actually, the explode shortcut. Actually, the explode tool that we created a shortcut for this. When we have a group and we want to explode the parts of it, and simply we can have the shortcut. And the tough thing that you can do is just right click and find the explode from here. You can see, and we press explode, and you can see every part is separated from this chair. And we created a shortcut for this, and that's the letter J. We press on the J, and you can see how it did it. Just simply we click on the J and we have it exploded. And the next shortcut that I told you, the making component, we press the word in. We create it as in. And before the shortcut, you need to right click, come all over in here and make and press on the make component option in here. You click on this and you can create this as a component. And actually, yeah, you did this. We did this. And with a shortcut, just we created the shortcut in, the letter N. When we press on N, and here we have it as a component. Just so simple, so easy. And the next trick that I'm going to tell you is about hiding items. And for hiding some object or some item, we right click, we go all over, press on the hide, and we have it hidden. And for example, we want to hide some more of these. We right click and click in here, and we need to right click and go all over there and click on hide. And for doing it very simple, we simply use the word W or the key W. We press on W and we have them hidden. Sorry. Yeah, we have this hidden. It's very versatile. You can reach that very simply because your left hand is always on the keyboard, and you can simply hide that by pressing the key. Just so simple. And whenever we want to unhide an object, we need to go all over on edit from the toolbar, come in here and press on the last. For example, when we hide this thing, we come all over in here, we find the unhide tool, and we press on the unhide the last item. Or thing that you hid, you press on D. When we are hiding items around and around, some multiple items we hide, and we want to bring them all back, not the last one that we hid. We want to bring back all of them. We simply press Ctrl and D. And if we don't use the shortcut, it's a long process. For example, if I want them all back, I should go on edit, find the hide tool in here, and click on and hide all. And we just simply say that we use Ctrl and D, and here we have them back. So this was the shortcuts in here, and let's jump to the next one. And this is the flip tool, and the things that we are going to do in here. For example, think that we don't have this panel in here, and we want this to have on the other side. We simply use the flip tool to have a copy in the other side, and the same as this panel. And we need to click on the flip tool in here. You bring it in here, and for copying, you simply press on Control. And this flip tool, just notice that in older versions of SketchUp, like 2025, 2024, 2023, we didn't have a shortcut for this, as default. And in 2026 SketchUp, the SketchUp put a shortcut for this because this is a very useful tool. It as default, it's the letter X or the key X, but we made it as Ctrl+F because we opposed the letter X as something else, and now we use the Ctrl+F, and this is actually very versatile. I can reach it very easily. It's just fine, and just Ctrl+F and you can have it activated, and you do the same action again, press Ctrl, and you have a copy of this. And this is the flip tool shortcut that we created. That's the Ctrl+F. And as default 2026 SketchUp, that's the letter X. And the next shortcut that I created for on my SketchUp is the X-ray tool shortcut. Just before the shortcut, we should do this process to find the X-ray button and X-ray the model that we have. We should come to the view from the toolbar, find the face style and press on X-ray, and you can see that we activated this, and we can see what's going on inside these panels. We can see the edges, we can see the lines, we can see every part of this model. And the use of this is, for example, I want to move this pan from this drawer to the next drawer or to another place. When it is deactivated, I cannot do that. And when we activate this, we can see and we can move it around. And the shortcut that we created for this is the letter V. When we press on the letter V, we deactivate it, and again, when we press on that, we activate this. So simple, so reachable. And here, let me tell you how is the use, why we should have the X-ray tool. And for example, I want to move this pen from here to another drawer. For example, I want to place it in here. You can see that, look, I cannot or I couldn't do this without the X-ray. I deactivated it, and you can see that I cannot put it here. You can see that half of this in here, and when we activate the X-ray tool, and from here you can see that I can find the lines in here, and I can simply place it on that table inside the cabinet. You can see that so simply I placed that in here. And this was the use of the X-ray tool, and the shortcut that we created for this was the letter V, or the key V. And the next tool that I'm going to introduce and talk to you about, and which is very, very useful, and we use it mostly for creating panels in cabinets or in kitchen. We use this tool, and this is the paste in place tool. Actually, when we copy an item and we want that right back into its position, into the location that it was as before, we use the paste in place tool. And for reaching the paste in place, first we have to copy that flat surface. And when we copy that face, and then we want to paste it in place, for example, out of the group, we come here on the toolbar, we find the paste in place option, and we click on that. You can see that we have this surface out of the group, and we can extrude it to create a panel in here. You can see, and this is very hard to every single time should go on edit and find a paste in place and click on that. And we made a very simple shortcut for this, and that's the Alt+P, and that's very, very reachable as well. And for doing that, we copy the surface from the model, or copy the face. We copy that, and we come out of the group, and we simply use Alt and P. You can see that we have it in here, and we can create a panel out of it, like so simple. And the last shortcut that I'm going to talk about is the shortcut hide rest of the model. So for reaching that manually, when we want to only see this part of the group section, not the rest of the parts of our model, we should go on view from the toolbar, and find the component edit and click on hide rest of the model. You can see that we have only this section of our model, and for this tool we created a shortcut which is the letter X, or the key X. When we press on the key X, it activates and deactivates the tool. When we press on the X, we can activate this, and we back press on the X, and we have it deactivated. And in here I'm going to tell you the use of hide the rest of the model tool. And whenever we have a project, for example, you can see it's very laggy, it's very heavy, it's bulky, and for editing some parts or modeling some parts, it might be tough because the speed of your device is low, and that's why, because your file become bulky, and you want to edit that part so simply and so fast and smooth. You when you want to edit this part, for example, I want to change the color of this. I come here and I want to change the color, for example, change this surface to this color. You can see that it takes time, you know, the speed is laggy, and for doing this very fast, I can hide rest of the model, come in here and simply choose my color and color the place I want, or edit, extrude, or I can change the informations about this, and then I can simply change whatever I want on this section of the model. For example, I can change the color of this, change the shape of it, I can extrude it, and do this so simply. And from here you can see that it's very laggy and it takes time to do that. And we reached the end of our today's tutorial, and that's the real power of shortcuts in SketchUp. It's not about memorizing 100 keys, it's only about taking the tools you use every single day and putting them exactly where your fingers can reach, as I did. And if you found it useful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more tutorials, and for our shortcuts, please comment down below and we can reach you and share the link and you can use our shortcuts. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.